Is there ever a dull moment in real estate? Never. Today we are going to talk about the Fed, home prices for the fourth quarter and for December, all next. And don't forget about the economy. I want to talk about that all on Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day, Monday through Friday, we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage market. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor. Hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Helps me get this out. Gets the actual truth about the real estate, housing, and mortgage market. And you want to know, as when you're out there at your barbecues, you want to be completely informed. Now let's jump into the very first article here. This is from Zero Hedge. This is off X. And we're starting to see, as of yesterday, I said this, the number 2 downloaded Apple app for news is X. And they put X, or Twitter, in several different categories. But this is kind of crazy that they're the number 2 in news. Guys, we're seeing a big transformation off of the bigger networks, or the, let's say, slanted networks such as CNN and NBC. And now people are searching more widely into Twitter because it's an open forum here. It is open. It's open speech. So here we go. Zero Hedge. The Fed prepares for a bank crisis while telling Americans the economy is strong. And this is a very interesting because, you know, the Fed window's been open. They've had a program out there where you could do overnight borrowing from the Fed. And the Fed did this ever since we saw the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. Now, what we were hoping to see back in Silicon Valley Bank collapsing is that let bygones be bygones. You had a poor management group there. They kept paying themselves over, and they would do the worst investments. They didn't want to bring on people that have experience, except for, some of the bank debacles back when Lehman Brothers went down. Let's go bring on some of those people and make decisions for us. As they failed, Silicon Valley Bank failed. So the Fed opened a window, said, hey, we want to keep up we want to keep the money flowing. We don't want to see bank failures. It's a non-confidence in the government as well as the Fed itself. But now they have to close. Now their expiration is coming up here, and there's more and more banks keep borrowing money. So there's an absolute banking crisis. More people are taking money out of the bank and putting in mutual funds, or unfortunately, I don't think this is a great idea, putting it in the stock market. You know, stock market is overboiling right now. That's here nor there. Tomorrow, we're going to find out what the Fed does. The majority of people out there think that they're just going to keep the rates the same. We saw, several different congressmen, including the one from Massachusetts, and I call her Senator Karen, but she called for the Fed to lower rates as well. So we're going to find out what's going to happen tomorrow. Stay tuned. All right, let's jump into the next article here. It says home prices begin to cool in November after 9 straight months of gains. S&P Schiller says. Now, this is what I want to talk about. When we talk about, more and more of my articles are now I'm showing you on X or Twitter, because I'm just not getting the truth out of the mainstream media, which is CNBC. And let's go take a look at it. That's the headline. But let's go read what Diana Olick, who I also consider my girlfriend, and that's my other girlfriend. All right, let's read what this says. Home prices started to fall in November after 9 straight months of gains, according to the Case-Shiller National Home Price Index. So what I would take in that is that home prices are going down, right? They're going down. I took that as a main article. But let's go read in here. Seattle and San Francisco reported the largest monthly declines, falling 1.4 and 1.3% respectively. So we're talking about 1%, little over 1% down. Now let's go look at this. Prices nationally were still higher compared with the year before, and those annual gains increased again. Well, you just said it went up 9 straight months, but you're acting like it's going to go down. In reality, it's going up. And then the second point here you're making is Seattle and San Francisco going down 1%. Come on, mainstream media, put out the real news. This is 10 straight months of it going up when you guys called that it was going to collapse. And all these media, gurus out there that think they know real estate, that, armchair real estate quarterbacks, I call them, don't have any clue what's going on. There is no inventory, guys. No inventory, and buyers are all over the place, and there's so many on the sidelines. Doesn't matter. We're going to see gains because there's just not any inventory. All right, let's go read the fourth bullet point here, which actually exaggerates, I should say, exhilarates what exactly I'm talking about. It says, for the second straight month, Detroit reported the highest year-over-year gain among the 20 cities, with price rises 8.2%. Don't you think that would be the actual headline here, or at least the first bullet point? No, the second is San Francisco and San Francisco and whatever, Seattle. Those are blue cities that are going to hell in a handbasket, right? Detroit, 8.2% in November, followed by San Diego. Oh my gosh, San Diego went up 8%. Now, I have said this in the past, and I'll say it again. When I first got into real estate, the market was red hot. Then we saw the crisis in 2008, 2009, 2010. Where the epicenter of the beginning of the foreclosures, where was that at, guys? It was in San Diego. The trend begins in Southern California, okay? Doesn't begin in Seattle, San Francisco, New York, nowhere. It begins in Southern California. It is the pulse of real estate is right here. Some of the most expensive real estate in the United States, and it's where people want to live. 8% increase in San Diego. Holy shnikes. That is crazy, guys. All right, let's move on here. This is a Kobesi letter, another article here about the affordability of housing. And the Kobesi letter doesn't lean left, doesn't lean right, but you know what? It leans right where it belongs, right down the middle. Affordability in the housing market is still getting worse. Case-Shiller data shows that home prices in the 20 largest cities jumped another 1.5% last month. This is the 10th straight monthly gain, putting home prices up 5.4% year over last year. We're up 5%. If you bought a home 12 months ago, not only do you have an average of 5.4% in equity, you also have what you put down in your mortgage. In your mortgage. So if you put down FHA 3.5% down, 5%. So now if you put down 3.5%, you're almost up 10% in equity on your house. That's a nice little cushion there. And again, like I've said in the past, if you gain 20% equity, it's not the market going up, it's the market going up plus you paying down your loan equals 20%. Then if anyone has mortgage insurance, call your lender, call your servicer, it's called, and tell them you want mortgage insurance to go away, and they will begin the process. It's all different in every single mortgage processors. Some of them will go ahead and they'll bring out, they'll bring up a real estate professional to do an evaluation of your property's home value. They'll also do appraisal. Some of them make you refi, which then that doesn't make any sense because all of a sudden now you have to pay fees for that. So keep that in mind. 20% equity. If you're paying mortgage insurance, they should take it off and demand that. All right. 6 cities saw all-time highs in November, including Miami, Tampa, Atlanta, Charlotte, New York, and Cleveland. Guys, this is I'll say it once, I'll say it again. New home builders build for Wall Street. They build to make money. There's a money-making activity. If they cannot make money, they will not build. They don't care about affordability. They only care about making money. Okay? So if you're looking at new home builds, okay, and you're looking at the numbers and they go down or up, I don't care. They're only 8 to 9% of the entire market. They do not affect the real estate market. It is the resale homes that we are talking about right here. Housing market strength is unparalleled, guys. Unparalleled. Look at that rise. It's crazy. Everyone keeps calling for a complete collapse. There is not happening. It is not happening at all. This is what we saw as the market cooled off, went down 1%. Oh my God. Now it's up 0.15, but it's been up 1% or so on a monthly basis. All right, let's go to another, and this is the more concerning article I'll have. I'll be very frank with you. I've been very vocal about, I think that the unemployment numbers have been BS. They've been manipulated. I think part of it is that people are having 2, 3, 4 jobs and they're counted as 2 or 3, 4 people. And because of that, they keep unemployment low. In reality, that's what I really think it is, that someone has, the Uber job, this job, that job, 2, 3 jobs just to keep their head above water. And this continues to show exactly that. Twitch, this says Kobesi letter. Again, give them a follow on X, guys. Twitch laid off 35%, a third of their workforce gone. This is last 3 months. Hasbro, 20%, Spotify, 17%, Levi, Jeans, 15%, Xerox, 15%, Qualtrics, 14%, Wayfair, 13%, Duolingo, Washington Post. I think this is going to be a trend we're going to see in 2024. We're going to see media outlets just get crushed. I mean, people just don't expect any truth out of all their broadcasts unless people are watching. eBay down 9%. Business Insider, another media gone 8%. Charles Schwab 6%. Macy's, BlackRock, Citigroup 20,000. UPS, Pixar. This is funny. UPS went on strike, got all that money, or threatened, got all the raises. And like I said, United Auto Workers, guys, we're going down, guys. You sat there and you strike forever, right? Or for months, and then you come back and you say, oh, the president put it together. He's the one. He's the man. He helped us out. We got all these raises. Guys, they're going to lay you off unless the government comes in and gives, subsidies to the auto industry so they can get your vote. They're going to lay you off. No one's buying cars. In fact, the repo market continues to grow. Why would I ever buy a new car when I can buy a repo? It's insane. I don't understand. And then who's selling more cars than anybody else? It's Tesla. They're not part of the United Auto Workers Union. It's Tesla. You're getting beat up by Tesla badly. I just saw in the news today, EVs are exploding in the fourth quarter. They went up year over year, something like 30 or 40%. It's crazy. People want electric vehicles. They're being forced by the government to get them, yet the government's going to go and jump on the United Auto Workers bandwagon for gas cars. 0 sense, the logic there. All right, enough of my high horse. Let's go take a look at the rates here, and another good day for rates. We saw the conforming rates go down about 4.5%. Fantastic. Down. Let's see tomorrow, because we're going to see what the 10-year bonds did. And if it goes down, and it's been going down, hopefully we'll see 6.6 tomorrow, not 6.64. Wow, like I told you, conforming needed to be in the mid to low fives. 24 basis points. We're down below the 30-year FHA and conforming. But look at FHA, down another 2.5%. Guys, let's keep going. LFG, baby. LFG. All right, so let's go last piece here, 10-year bond. What are we seeing? So yesterday we were at 4.08. Now we're 0.403. We continue to see the 30-year bond. They are anticipating, and like I told you, like I've said 3 weeks ago, we saw it go down. We're going to see a rise. It's going to hit its head on the 200-day moving average, and then it's going to go lower. So far, it's exactly what has happened on the 10-year. And if it continues, if it falls under 4, it's going to go to 3.7 fairly quickly. And a lot is going to be based upon what's going to happen tomorrow in the Fed meeting. Is it going to be? Are they going to keep rates the same? And what is going to take place after? In that interview, in that speech that Fed Chairman Powell says, he could talk tough all he wants, but the market doesn't care. They know he's going to have to lower rates. Otherwise, he's going to send the entire market into hell in a handbasket, for many, many reasons I don't want to get into today. So, well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, you guys take care. Peace.